Okay guys, you're going to be so proud of me after I tell you this story and before the shame sets in that I have 36 books to show you in this book haul. So there was a book that I saw on someone else's channel that I wanted to read for Winterween this coming week, and I was about to go and buy it. However, I then checked my library instead and they have a copy. So I'm going to use my library instead. I have a whole ton of manga, so I will do a separate video for my manga haul, which should be coming very, very soon. I thought I would just focus on just books in this video, so there are 36. I also thought as well, since it's New Year's, that I would do my take a shot every time I book a haul. Take a shot for every book I haul challenge, which I last did in 2021. It's been over 2 years since I last did it. I thought, why not? Let's do it. And yes, I still don't have a shot glass. So I'm just using this, and I do now realise that this is the single shot and underneath is the double shot. So I will do single shots. In my previous book haul shot challenge video, I didn't realize it was double, so I actually took 80 shots instead of 40. But I've come a long way since then. I was actually 29 when I filmed that video and I'm in my 30s now, wow. I'm also going to say this as well, but I'm going to keep 4 of these books to the very end of the video because they are very, very not safe for work. In fact, I don't even know if I can show the covers of them. I showed my patrons recently in a live show what they are, and I swear I had about 6 people leave my Patreon running and screaming. So be warned, I will show those 4 books at the end of the video. So grab yourself a drink, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Let's take a shot for courage and begin our new year book haul and hope that 2024 is an amazing year for all of us. Cheers. But I will also say as well that I will edit out the mouth sounds. I hate mouth sounds myself. There will be no mouth sounds in this video. I only have 2 middle grade books to show in this video. The first one is Kitty by Elle McNichol. I got this book sent to me from the publisher in this really beautiful box, and I'm so thankful that they sent me a copy of this. This one is a prequel to A Kind of Spark by Elle McNichol. A Kind of Spark was made into a BBC TV adaptation in 2023, which was incredible. And because it was so successful and so popular, they're going to do another season, but also we are getting a sort of prequel to A Kind of Spark also. This one will follow Addie's older sister Kitty, who is also neurodivergent. So in A Kind of Spark, we do follow Addie, and she wants to get a memorial built for the innocent women who were accused of being witches back in the 1600s in her small Scottish town. So her older sister is also neurodivergent and also goes through her own struggles, and in this book we will see what those struggles are. Huge thank you to Nights Off for sending me this. I am over the moon with it, and it comes out in April 2024, so get it on your anticipated list. Here is a shot for Elle McNichol for being such a superstar in 2023 and all the success. I'm worried that by halfway through this video, I'm going to be sloshed. Next, I also got sent from the publisher is Dreadwood Frightbite by Jennifer Killick. This is part of the Dreadwood series, which is a series of middle grade horror. This one is apparently filled with zombies and 2 figures that stalk the main characters and you don't know who they are. Our main characters are part of Club Loser and they find solace in their friendships with one another. It sounds incredible. Jennifer Killick is such an amazing writer, so thank you Farshaw for sending me this. One that you will have already seen because I did a whole vlog dedicated to it and it was in my best books of 2023. That's Heartstopper Volume 5 by Alice Oseman. I still had to include this because I did haul this in December. I love this so much. Gave it 5 stars. It follows Nick and Charlie and their love for one another as they navigate their teenage lives. This will be the penultimate volume of the series, so I'm so sad, but I'm so glad this finally came out. It had been a couple of years since Volume 4 came out, and it was about time that I got more of my Nick and Charlie fix. The TV show is amazing, don't get me wrong, but I just love the graphic novels so much. Cheers, Alice Oseman! And who knows, maybe I'll be an extra in season 3 or 4 of Heartstopper. Oh my god, the next, oh no, gosh, do I do the next one all together? That'll be too much. So next I have the Princess Diary series by Meg Cabot. I got this 10 book box set for £15, maybe less. And this is the kind of covers that slide all over the place. So they're very hard to keep hold of. But this was a box set of 10. I had to thrift book 11 because it wasn't available in the box set and it was really, really cheap on eBay. And I also got the 12th book, which is the Quarantine Princess Diaries. And this one is apparently about Mia Thermopolis during COVID, which I had no idea was an actual thing. But I'm going to read all of the Princess Diaries books in February. I'm super excited. So I had to get all of them. And literally, the fact that all of the series cost me about £20. £20 for the entire series, including book 11, which will hopefully come any day now. I'm starting to get a little bit worried about it. But the Princess Diaries did inspire the amazing movies with Anne Hathaway and Julie Andrews. Love those movies so much. This follows Mia Thermopolis as she finds out that she is the Princess of Genovia from her grandmother, who I don't think she's ever met before or she hadn't seen since she was a child. I'm not sure what it's like in the book series, but hopefully it's good. But that also means I need to take 12 shots. 1, 2, I already don't want to do this anymore. I don't even know if I've got enough Prosecco actually. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm definitely going to use my library more in 2024. 6. 7. I'm not filling them up as much as I was before. Screw that. 8. Wait, was it 8 or 9? 9? 9? 10. Ooh. I love Prosecco so much. But I don't know about shotting it back to back. Wait, what was I on again? I need to stop losing count. Was that 10? Is this 11? 11. 12, come on, we've got this, we've got this. There is some in there, it's just not as full. 12. At least that's like a big chunk out of the way now. That's pretty good. Oh, actually, crap. The next one I need to do, I'll need to take 4 in one go as well. Oh no. So with my gift cards, I ended up getting the Lord of the Rings set with The Hobbit for Christmas. So yeah, I did get some gift cards. And even though I already own like these books in a different format, I really wanted the illustrated editions, but I didn't want to justify paying for books that I already have. But I got gift cards and I thought I would use them for this. I am going to the Shire House for a week and I want to read The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers and The Return of the King while I am there. So I really wanted some nice readable editions for me to have. The editions that I have, the writing is quite small and it's like Bible paper. So to have bigger text and illustrations will hopefully make the reading experience a little bit better. If you don't know what The Lord of the Rings is, it is about this ring that gives someone power, and we have Frodo Baggins who ends up getting the ring and he needs to go to Mount Doom in order to destroy the ring. It's filled with orcs and elves and wizards and hobbits and it's just a great series. So I'm very excited to reread these. I've already read these before, but I'm going into 2023 with a fun reread challenge, hopefully. So yeah, absolutely beautiful. I also just love the covers of them too and like how they look. So there's like The Hobbit, The Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, might be my favourite cover, and The Return of the King. I just absolutely love how these look and how they look on the inside, because it's what's on the inside that counts most. So it's a very heavy, beautiful set, but it was worth getting with my gift cards. That also means 4 shots. Shot, 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 shots. Everybody! 1, 2. Oh, that went down the wrong way. Fortunately, that was the last... Oh, no, it's not. I was going to say that was the last kind of group that I need to put together. But no, there's another one coming up. Actually, no, there's 2 more coming up. Okay. 3, 4. The thing is, though, it's not even just that I'm having all these shots. I'll end up finishing a whole bottle of Prosecco in like 30 minutes. I don't think that's right. I don't think people are supposed to do that. Next is The Christmas Guest by Peter Swanson. And I have heard fantastic things about this recently. I really wanted to have read it by Christmas time so that I didn't have to wait until next Christmas to read it. I mean, I can read this anytime I want, really. It looks pretty much short enough and the text is quite big. So, like, if I wanted to read a Christmas book in January, that should also be fine. I mean, I already have quite a full January anyway, but I've been really wanting to read this. I've heard great things. I loved Peter Swanson's The Kind Worth Killing. I did not love Peter Swanson's Nine Lives, but I've never read a thriller novella from what I remember. So I think this would actually be like really awesome to read. So based on all those good ratings, I decided to pick this one up. Oh, what's it about? This one follows Ashley, who is in America in London, and she ends up getting invited to the Cotswolds in this like really fancy house for Christmas by her British friend, I think. Yeah, there is something strange about the old house, and there are holiday horrors lying in wait. And let's just say I can't wait to read it. A shot for Swanee Boy. Next, I have Bookshops and Bone Dust by Travis Baldry. And this is the lovely Waterstones edition, which, you know, like, I liked Legends and Lattes. I didn't rim it like 90% of BookTube did, but I did like it enough that I would continue to read more books by the author. And this one is like a sort of prequel to Legends and Lattes. Legends and Lattes was like a cozy fantasy about an orc who decides to open up a coffee shop in this fantasy world where people don't really know what coffee is. There's a little bit more to it than that, but it is a little bit of a more chill kind of fantasy. Not a whole great deal of plot going for it. But Bookshops and Bone Dust is a prequel, and I believe it's Viv. Yeah, Viv. And she is spending her hours at a struggling bookshop. I do love the original cover of Bookshops and Bone Dust, so I love the fact that they include it as end pages for this edition. Because I also love this cover too. I love it, and I love the edges. A shot for rimming. I'm spilling it. I've got Prosecco all over my hands, and I'm touching these beautiful books. Next, I got my Fairy Loot edition of The Brothers Hawthorne by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I have the original 3, I don't know if you can say them, but I have the Inheritance games, that's what they're called. I have the first 3 on the shelf there, so I had to get The Brothers Hawthorne to match them. The Inheritance games, I haven't read yet, but it is about somebody who is in someone's will when they shouldn't be, I think. Oh my god, can you imagine doing a video where you have to describe books you haven't read yet without even looking or anything, and just to say like how weird and off track your summary is? I think the Inheritance games is about an inheritance, and somebody is in the will who shouldn't be, and they meet the family, and it's like a little bit of a YA thriller. But very nice to have the Fairy Loot edition, and I will also be trying to read all 4 of them at some point. But I'm not forcing myself to do all of these project videos if I don't feel like it. As I've said, I'm going to be much kinder to myself in 2024 by getting stone cold drunk. Oh no, I want a trilogy next. I did manage to get, again, Fairy Loot. The Red Rising series by Pierce Brown. They released the first 3 in this kind of format. So they have released these before. I can't remember what you called these ones. Are these like vault editions or something? I didn't know if they were going a Taylor Swift route, but there's Red Rising, there's Golden Sun, and Morning Star. And I loved the first book. I read the first book back in August, I think it was, or July, August, and it's in my top 10 books of 2023, and I am dying to read the rest of the series. I think Fairy Loot are going to release books 4 and 5. I think Fairy Loot is going to release books 4 and 5 at some point as well, and I think there might be more in the series, but I really did fall in love with these editions, and I do really enjoy the look of the Spread Edges too. Very different. Very, very different. So yeah. But Red Rising followed a man, and he works as somebody who extracts materials in order to try and make Mars a habitable planet for humans. And it's sci-fi, it is dystopian, gave me certain Hunger Games vibes to it as well for some reason. But oh yeah, they're also signed. Oh yeah, there is a book 6, Lightbringer. Darrow, that's his name. Darrow. Ooh, is this him? So I'm very excited to continue on. They're just so beautiful, and I love the series. Well, I love the first book. So let's do 3 shots for Pierce Brown. Oh my god, how you seen Pierce Brown as well? Oh. Whew. 1. 2. I don't think I'm going to have enough Prosecco, you know. Which is fine, honestly. Let's just finish the bottle. 3. And this one's to you, Pierce Brown. This is my life. Next, I have The Scarlet Alchemist by Kylie Lee Baker. Sexy. Sexy, yeah. This one follows Dylan, and I believe they live in South China and they want to become a royal alchemist. I believe they end up embarking on an adventure where they also undergo some exams and things like that. I don't even know if this is young adult or adult. It is fairy loot, but I get the YA and adult together, so sometimes I can't tell which is which. It still looks great though. I'm very happy to have it. This one is for you, Kylie Lee Baker. Oh, this next one I didn't really want, but I didn't know it was going to be in a box, a book box. Otherwise I would have skipped it, but I just had no idea. Cassandra Clare, Sword Catcher. Do I still give it a try? I mean, I have it now, but I just didn't want it. I didn't want anything Cassandra Clare, to be honest. It's just not my life. And it is pretty. It is very pretty, you know? It's nice. But as I said before, it's what's on the inside that counts. And come on, Cassandra Clare. This is one I do need to read the summary for. Two outcasts have the power to change everything, but will they grasp the hand of destiny? I don't care. I don't even think I should take a shot for this. You know, actually, I should take a double shot for this. For being silly and not skipping this month. Why put Cassandra Clare in a monthly subscription box? I'll take a double for being stupid. Next, I have Starling House by Alex A. Harrow. This one I am interested in reading. Again, I've heard good things from some of my friends, and this was, again, in a book box. Can't remember which. Illumicrate. I also love the fact that this has a different style cover, where it's a see-through plastic as a slipcover, and then it's just like the hard cover underneath, which is honestly pretty stunning. I like different things like that, I do. So I love the ingenuity behind the different kind of case for it. So Starling House is a house that nobody knows how it came about. It seems to be some kind of like haunted house, or there is just some kind of bad omen feel to it. And we follow Opal, who I think accepts a job there. Okay, the town is called Eden. Okay, there's gonna be some kind of like biblical references or metaphors in this, isn't there? I'll need to probably read this sober so that I can actually like understand what's going on, probably. A 1 for a book box book that I actually wanted. You know what? I might just have enough Prosecco. Okay, next, it's 2 books, but I might as well show you the 3 of them. The first book I actually hauled in the previous book haul video, or was it the book haul video before that? But it's The Broken Binding, and it is this series here. I just wanted to show all of the sprayed edges together. It's the Powder Mage Trilogy by Brian McClellan. And yeah, I just wanted to show you this. But I actually only hauled the 2nd and 3rd book in this period. So we have the Crimson Campaign, and we have the Autumn Republic. And because I am really feeling adult fantasy now, I am so excited to delve into more bigger fantasy books. And the Powder Mage Trilogy is like part of that Broken Binding subscription. All it says is that it's a fantasy series set in a world where gods walk the earth and guns and magic create the perfect combination. It's given me Dark Tower by Stephen King, but I don't know if that is 100% correct, because I never read Dark Tower by Stephen King. But, you know, I'm thinking of, like, The Gunslinger, and that's an adult fantasy series, and there are guns. So, yeah, it's just books 2 and 3 that I got during this period, so I will have 2 shots for Brian McClellan. 1. 2. 2024 is so fun so far, isn't it? Next is What the River Knows by Isabel Ibanez. Oh god. What the River Knows. This is a book that I'm so super excited about. It is apparently The Mummy meets Death on the Nile. And it was going to be my Patreon YA and Adult Book Club book for February, but Divine Rivals won instead. So I'm actually going to pick this for my book club book for Egypt when I go to Egypt in November. So I think that'll be really fun to do with the people who are going to Egypt with me on my group trip. It just sounds absolutely perfect to do that. So I also like just love it. And even before it came in Fairy Loot, it's something that I really, really wanted. So it's very rare that book box books actually give me something that I was anticipating. A lot of the times I have never heard of what they're sending me, like 9 times out of 10. What the River Knows? I'm so happy. This one follows a main character who hears of her parents' death in Cairo, and she ends up going to that place in order to find out what happened to her parents. But there is ancient magic, historical fantasy set in 19th century Egypt, filled with adventure, arrivals to lovers, romance, and a dangerous race. Oh my god. I love The Mummy so much. It's one of my favourite films. The Mummy 1 and 2, incredible. I absolutely love them so much. What the River Knows looks like it's the perfect Egyptian kind of book that I've been waiting for my entire life. I'm very excited. I'm so excited to read it. Like, you have no idea. You have absolutely no idea. How am I going to wait until November to read it? Seriously. I haven't even read it yet now. I love it so much. Have you ever felt this way about a book before where you haven't even read it but you just feel connected and you want to give it all of your time and attention forever until the end of time? This is that book for me. But it's probably shit. It's probably shit, let's be honest. It's very loose. Oh my god, I'm kidding. Don't cancel me. Oh wait, I need a shot. In a shot for what is hopefully going to be in my best books of 2024 video. If it's not in my best books of 2024 video, I'll do something drastic. Can you imagine? Because I've done book hauls as my first video of the year for the last like 2 years. I did the vibration plate for my book haul last year. Could you imagine if I went on my vibration plate right now? Next is The Principal Moments of by Esme Jacami Pearson. Another beautiful, gorgeous, sexy ass book. This is a Illumicrate. Definitely high up on my list to read now. You know how I said like with What the River Knows? It's like, I really wanted to read this and the book box delivered. But this was one that I hadn't heard of. But after reading the summary of it, I'm like, damn, I do really want to read this one. This one is set in 6066. So this is 4,000 years in the future. I've never read a book that's set that far in the future before. Like, what does it entail? How different are humans? I mean, they don't look that different compared to like what the cover is now. I imagine in like 4,000 years, either we'll be extinct or we will look so different to what we do now. And now I'm going into like an existential crisis because like I definitely won't be around in 4,000 years time. And neither will anyone I know right now. In fact, realistically, the world might not even exist in 4,000 years. The earth may have been destroyed by the sun by then. And maybe a different kind of species will rise. You know, we had the dinosaurs years ago, but what about, you know, in 4,000 years? It won't be humans. Humans, we're going to expire by then. We're a blink in the eye of the cosmos. So how are we a blink in the eye? I'm getting into deep thinking, which I should not do. But yeah, so we have a period that's set in 6066, but we also have a period of this that's set in the 1800s, and a character that time travels, I believe. There is a prophecy around space and time, and we have 2 different characters, I think, cross paths between these vast differences of time. So thanks for that existential crisis, Illumicrate. I'm still excited to read it because again, I've never read anything that far in the future. And a shot for you. Because how many more shots will I have in this life? Cheers. This is why I don't read a whole lot of sci-fi. It really does do things to me. Next is Fairbound by Sarah L. Arifi. This was also Fairy Loot, and my dumbass has already pre-ordered this on Waterstones. And I could email and get them to cancel the pre-order, but I'm a little bit lazy, I'm not gonna lie. This one follows Yiran, who was born on the battlefield but exiled from the land in, you know, their adult life, where they end up coming across the Fae court, which sounds horrible for them, honestly. The Fae apparently haven't been seen for 1,000 years, and this is their first encounter with this whole new world. Don't know much more beyond that, but yeah, I was interested enough to also pre-order it from Waterstones. So who knows, maybe I might cancel that pre-order and just like stick with this. Oh, did I take a shot for the... I did, didn't I? A shot for Fairbound. I've got 4 books left, hopefully there's enough of that. Honestly, it's a good job I'm not including the manga, because that would be another 61 books. Okay, now we're at the point of the video where it's not safe for work. Please, 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 if you don't want to say anything risque, if you don't want to say anything that's a little bit too dirty, look away now. look away now, but before you do, leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Oh my god, I don't know if I can show this one because I think I'll get demonetized like straight away. I mentioned reading this book back in April. Like, that's how long I've been really wanting to read this book. But it's on Kindle Unlimited, and I decided to get 4 of this author's books, and it's just, it looks insane. It looks insane. Cook by Whit Slope. This is a gay Jaws kind of erotica. Just off the coast of Fire Island in New York, 2 lovers take a dip in the dark waters, inadvertently luring a mindless killing machine that arrives with an insatiable appetite for destruction and a strange preoccupation with what gay men do privately. Why does that sound like every homophobe in the world? What we do in our own time is of no concern to thou. Leave everyone in the LGBTQ plus community alone. But I've been dying to read this since April. I mentioned this back in April, and I only just now decided to pick up the physical copy. I mean, they're tiny, absolutely tiny. But I mean, I'm all here for a gay Jaws retelling. So I'll take a shot for that, but I have 3 more by this author, which look equally as weird. And I'm going to end up reading these books in like February time, maybe like end of January, start of February for like Valentine's Day. And there's nothing more romantic than reading these kinds of books. Next, I have The Liar, the Bitch, and My Bathrobe, book 1 in the Chronicles of Vulgarnia by the same author. This one, it says Peter and Edmund are a couple, but I'm like, has the author changed it so that they're not brothers anymore? Or are they still brothers? Because that is honestly weird to me. It says some cheating and denial caused Edmund to break up with Peter. I'm like, they shouldn't be a couple if they're brothers. So hopefully the author has decided to make them like friends or something and they're not actually related to one another. I'll find out. I'll tell you all about it. Don't you worry. There was an entirely magic land just on the other side of the shower. So instead of a wardrobe, it's a shower that takes you to Vulgarnia. So Peter happens upon a mythological faun creature named Tumnas, who invites Peter over for tea and proves more than hospitable. I mean, all I can picture is James McAvoy, honestly. Like, can Peter honour his word to Edmund and resist an affair with a handsome hybrid? If not, will Edmund even know? I mean... Next, I have Dickard, which is, I guess, a sort of retelling of Wicked, which is my favourite musical of all time. And this is the untold story of the land of cocks. Oh wait, I haven't took a shot for the first book in Vulgarnia. So, bottoms up. I love the fact that the Tin Man looks like one giant vibrator. So we have Corey Gale and his dog. They end up in the land of cocks. The main characters go in the direction of Silver City at the end of the Painted Dick Road to appeal to the great pisser of cocks for help getting back home. They encounter a living sex doll, an oversized metal vibrator, and a middle-aged leather bear. Honestly, it sounds so wholesome. Very much looking forward to reading it. Oh my god, this is the penultimate shot. I did have enough. It's a New Year miracle. I've got like this much left and 1 shot to go. Finally, the last book is Are You There, God? I Thought I Heard Cody Masturbating, but it was just my grandma stirring a pot of shells and cheese by Whit Slope. I don't know if that's supposed to be funny. Whit Slope. Whit Slope? Whit Slope. Whit Slope. I don't understand. But this one follows stepbrothers, which again makes me a little bit uncomfortable. It's university because one of them is away for a semester. So one of them's back home for their first Thanksgiving together as a new family, and the only thing they can't wait to taste is each other. I mean, it was the name of this book that really drew me in. It definitely makes me think that this is going to be like one of the most unique reading experiences I've ever had in my life. But I guess the entire title is a spoiler for the plot, because Cody isn't masturbating. It's just grandma stirring a pot of shells and cheese. So like, do I still read this? Has it already spoiled the ending? So that was the last book on this book haul. I may as well make this a double shot because I have only so much left of my Prosecco. In fact, I think I have maybe like 1 or 2 more shots out of this, so let's just finish the bottle. Okay, maybe I shouldn't finish the bottle. Oh my god. This is the last of it. Like, so I'll have like an extra shot for you guys. This is a double shot, by the way. This is to you guys for sticking by me this entire time, despite the fact that I'm just one big mess, despite the fact that there are a million more booktubers who are way better than I could ever dream of being, and yet you guys have chosen to stick it out with me until the very end. Like, we're here in 2024. Me, you, we're here. I appreciate you all so much. You have no idea. My life would be so different right now had I not taken the plunge into BookTube. Seriously. If it wasn't for you guys, if it wasn't for my patrons, and if any of my patrons are watching this, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for your support. I always appreciate you guys. And I'm just like, after everything my mind has tried to put me through in 2024, in 2023, I'm like, I'm still standing, bitch. This, up here, this whole brain of mine, it tries, it tries. It tries so hard to put me down, but I'm stronger than that. I'm stronger than that. And what I really do love more than anything in the entire world is the fact that I've understood the past few months that I need to change and be a better person. Why am I saying this in a book haul video? Because I'm drunk. Having an entire bottle of Prosecco in 30 minutes or more, I don't know how long I've been recording, not gonna lie, has opened my mind to so much. Seriously guys, this double shot right now is for you. Is there a higher honor? I love and appreciate every single one who has watched this video right now. Just this video. All of it. This entire Prosecco is gone. Okay, I'm gonna have to end the video here because I'm about a kilo over. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave all the comments. Let me know if you've hauled anything really lovely in the last couple of months. I would love to find out. Oh my god, should I go live? That's a terrible idea. It's New Year's. I hope you have a great New Year's. A huge thank you to my patrons and my One Piece channel members for supporting my channel. If you'd like to join my Patreon or my One Piece channel membership, then all the links are down in the description box. But yeah, I hope I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.